From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Stephen Nehrenz.
A little more sunshine, a little more heat for our Wednesday. And as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, it is another one of those ozone alert days with a combination of sunshine, heat, and very little wind. So there's going to be the potential for air quality to drop off on us later this afternoon with that potential for ozone development near the ground. So if you can try and, do things to limit those emissions, try to limit your trips in the car as much as you can within reason. Hold off on using those gas-powered lawnmowers. Those really do put a lot of kind of those pollutants up into the air. So if you can hold off on that today, that really does help a lot. As we look from Gathering Place, it's a nice look. I mean, we've had some pretty skies so far today. 90 degrees, a heat index of 97, and a very light breeze. So it's stuffy, pretty muggy out there. Now the dew point's going to try and come down a little bit later this afternoon, which will help us out at least slightly. So temperatures, we're getting toasty, but once again for early August, this is fairly reasonable. We all know it could be a heck of a lot hotter than this. 90 in Tulsa and in Wilburton, 89 in McAllister and Muskogee, 90 in Veneta. And as I mentioned, those dew points still in the low 70s, still quite muggy, but right on the Oklahoma-Kansas state line, the dew points are starting to drop a little bit. There's a very, very weak boundary that's slid on through the area. On the back side of that, it's going to try and drop those dew points more so by late in the day, so it's still going to be pretty muggy the next few hours. But I think by late afternoon, we will be feeling a little bit of a difference in the humidity, which will help keep those heat index values relatively in check. And I do think the humidity will be in a fairly reasonable range, especially Thursday, but even for the end of the week, compared to where we've been on this muggy meter scale with those dew points in the 70s. We've been living up here for a lot of the summer. So we're going to try and bring it down at least a notch or two over the next few days, which again will help, and keep those heat index values below that heat advisory criteria for a little bit. Some of our heat index will still be above 100 at times this afternoon, but then Thursday and Friday, even Saturday, the heat index and the highs won't be too far off from one another. We do still have a couple pretty steamy days, triple-digit days ahead of us, though, by the end of the weekend into early next week, because it is still August after all. Highs today, lower 90s around Grove, Tahlequah, Sallisaw, mid-90s once you approach Tulsa, Bartlesville, Okmulgee. Normal highs 94, so it's where we're supposed to be this time of year. So once that drier air really settles in late today into tonight, it'll have an impact on our morning lows tomorrow, especially in northeastern Oklahoma. Tulsa proper will be a little warmer, about 70, but look at our lows in the morning. Low to mid-60s in Osage County and Washington County, Pawnee County, portions of Creek County, Rogers County. It'll be a very nice feeling morning, especially in northeastern Oklahoma, southeastern Oklahoma, still a little bit warmer, but a nice start to our Thursday. And tomorrow afternoon, very similar to today, maybe just a touch more wind, but it'll be almost a carbon copy. Mostly sunny, fairly light winds, highs in the low to mid 90s. As we head towards the weekend, that dreaded heat dome comes right back at us, settles right on top of us by Sunday into Monday. That's when triple digits become quite likely. By the middle of next week, we've been seeing signs of this for a while, and the extended outlook is that the ridge starts to slide down to the south, and a pretty strong upper level trough takes hold in the eastern United States. And if we can keep this setup going, that would likely bring us some notable relief by mid to late next week. That's still a long ways out, but everyone cross your fingers and toes on that one. So 7-day forecast looking like early August. Again, ozone alert today, but reasonable temperatures Thursday and Friday. Saturday back to the upper 90s. Sunday, Monday, triple digits are back at us again. Probably Tuesday as well. And then just off the 7-day, we're hoping for some more relief by late next week.